I've been fortunate enough to work in universities for 25 years, and I've been involved in the management and introduction of e-learning for 13 years in 4 different universities. And so the big lessons for me are that beyond strategy, above strategy, there's a thing I call an industrial recipe or an industry recipe. It's a set of ideas about what people might try to do in their institution. So we talk all the time as if institutions are free to do their own strategies, but quite often they're doing things that are fairly similar to their competitors and to their partner organisations. So in talking about those industry recipes, I was saying that there'd been 4 big ideas that have been driving the thinking of people over the last 15 years in e-learning, and we've still got vestiges and elements of that thinking in what we do today. So I was talking about managed learning environments, this idea that you could have a complete structure built into your technology that would enable you to manage learners and manage teachers. And we have that at my own university. We rely very much on Blackboard to help us to deliver that through their virtual learning environment, which we use, Blackboard version 9.1. I was also talking about Web 2.0, another big idea that from 2005 has driven the strategies of organisations, obviously like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Blogger, various other companies. And so what we've been doing at the University of Salford is combining those technologies with our own platform through Blackboard. And we're very fortunate to have Blackboard working alongside us, not just as a technical advisor and a provider of technologies, but also in their consulting capacity, that we have a client manager assigned to us. We also use their consultancy skills to help us combine those technologies, and we like to think we help them develop as well. So as they're developing mobile apps, as they're developing their collaborative software, developing Blackboard Collaborate, we're working alongside them. It's sharing our experiences of these technologies in the classroom and across the globe. So that was the second big idea. The third big idea I was talking about was what I call Cloud 9. We have a lot of cloud computing. For the last couple of years, people have been talking about how external providers of hardware and systems might work along inside institutions. Now, the challenge for me as a manager in a large university is that lots of my staff are using that hardware, they're using software systems provided in a Web 2.0 environment, and I'm never going to necessarily know. Their data that they're connecting with, the ideas they're pushing, are going straight from them to those technical partners, to the students and back again. So the challenge is to manage in a very different way. It is to network with the staff and students, keep an eye on what's going on, but also use those technologies to scan the internet and get a feel for what's going on, capture the best practice and show it to other people. The last of the big ideas I was talking about, I call fantasy palaces. So we live in a media-rich world where many people have got better media and computing in their sitting rooms or in their home studies than we are in some education institutions are able to provide them with reliably. Certainly not personalised technology as a sort they might have developed for themselves. So what we're trying to do at the University of Salford and a number of other universities is create fantastic places that people will want to convene in. The big advantage at Salford is that the BBC has moved a large amount of its operations to that part of the world, and one of the largest investments in infrastructure in Western Europe, and we've built our new university campus in and around and on top of that facility. So we're working with the BBC's research and development arm, we're using a lot of their archive, we're developing the technologies we use not just for research and enterprise but also for learning and teaching to simultaneously also help them to develop the skills of their workforce, but also other companies that are coming to that part of the world. Granada ITV, a range of other large corporate providers of broadcast material, but also IT companies, e-learning companies, and many small and medium contractors who are part of that supply and delivery chain. So those were the 4 big lessons: managed learning environments, Web 2.0, Cloud 9, and what I'm calling fantasy palaces. It's absolutely fantastic to see people from so many different backgrounds and parts of the world. I understand that there are delegates from over 90 countries and there are speakers and exhibitors from over 30. Not only have we got that cultural and national diversity, but we've also got people from a range of different parts of the industry that support e-learning and computing and media in companies, in educational settings and in people's homes. So I haven't seen a conference that's able to do that anywhere else in the world, and certainly not in Europe.